Hi, welcome to Road Bike Culture. I'm your host, Kevin Isley. Today we're going to talk about riding our bike from San Francisco, California to Santa Cruz, California. For about as long as I've been riding bikes in Northern California, this has been the ride I've really wanted to do. It takes you down the Pacific Coast Highway along what is traditionally considered Northern California routes. It's got the twisty roads, you got the cliffs and the Pacific Ocean, beautiful farmland where they grow exquisite berries, all the way down to a beach and boardwalk. What is not to like about doing this? The reason I haven't done it was, well, I didn't know how to get home. About a month ago, my friend Doug said, "Hey Kevin, why don't you join my bike club and me as we ride down to Santa Cruz? We have a ride home." And I was like, well, yeah, I'll do that. Doug is a member of a San Francisco bike club called Mission Cycling, and that is a really cool bike club. I've always wondered about them, never joined them. I've always had my own club, but they do really cool stuff, and this is one of those really cool things that they do. Mission Cycling started this ride off right. It started at Craftsman and Wolves in the Mission District of San Francisco. Craftsman and Wolves is known for their artisan pastries and really good coffee. They opened special just for us at 7 a.m. We rolled promptly at 8 and we went through the Mission District of San Francisco and out to Pacific Coast Highway. Once we hit PCH, it's part of the ride I don't really like because you have to ride over to Daly City and there's a lot of glass on the road, a lot of fast cars, and we have to go over a highway and it's just a little scary. But once we got past that, it's pure California riding. Our first stop was in Woodside, California at Roberts Market. This is a well-known intersection for cyclists because it goes to two really famous climbs, King Mountain and Old La Honda. Once we left Roberts Market, it's tree-lined road, big mansions everywhere, horses. It's really beautiful out here, narrow, windy roads. Once you turn onto Old La Honda Road, now you're climbing. This is a steep, narrow, windy road that has terrible pavement. I would hate to descend it, but it is fun to climb. Once you crest Old La Honda Road, you're at Skyline Boulevard. We descended down the backside of Old La Honda West. It was closed because of a mudslide, but bike riders got through it pretty well. Just don't tell the sheriff. After descending Old La Honda West and hitting 84, we made a left turn, and from this point on, it was new roads for me. But one of the best things about bike riding, about being a cyclist, is going on new roads. One good thing about doing this ride with Mission Cycling Club is they do it every year. So they knew the roads. So that freed me up to just sit back, enjoy the scenery, and hammer it in some places. And it's beautiful out here. There are beautiful grapes being grown for wines. There's just farms and berries, and it's just, I love it out here, and I could relax until I hit PCH. A lot of people in the world dream of riding on the Pacific Coast Highway, but I'll tell you something, it's crowded, the cars go really fast, and everybody's surfing on one side, so they're crossing with surfboards, and there's fast cars, there's no shoulder. It seems beautiful, and it is when the Tour of California goes through because they close it, but when you're a regular cyclist, watch out for speeding cars. As the miles were ticking away down PCH, I realized I was getting kind of hungry, and they had planned to stop at Swanton Berry Farm, and they had, I think, the best cobbler I've ever had in my life. It was perfect at that time. It gave my brain a big blast of sugar, outside picnic tables, and it was a really fun experience to just sort of stop and let your hair down. Once I got back out on the highway, it was 11 miles to our destination, and we just dropped the hammer. Once we hit the town of Santa Cruz, we turned off of PCH and went on some local roads, and then we hit the promenade. This windy road around the Pacific Ocean is really beautiful, and it takes you straight to the amusement rides on the boardwalk. And the Santa Cruz Beach and Boardwalk, to me, is reminiscent of the Jersey Shore, something like Point Pleasant. And it's really nice, and there's all kinds of rides. I kind of wanted to go on the roller coaster, but I'd done it before. Our goal was to get to Brite Brewery. Once we got to Brite Brewery, our $65 entry fee got us a burger, french fries, and it just kept pouring the beer. And this place has a really decent IPA. But what made this ride really special was the people I rode with. And when we got to the brewery, we all got changed, and we were hanging out, drinking beer, talking about the miles. One guy crashed, not too bad, thank goodness, but it was him reminiscing about how he went down, he hit a rock and his bike went out from under him and he landed on his back and was sliding down the highway, but he got back up and made it to the brewery. That's why we ride in groups, is to have this social interaction at the end, to talk about how hard these 93 miles, 7,000 vert really were. And it made it really fun and engaging. And the communal aspect of Mission Cycling Club is a very special thing. This is a warm group. They're nice. They have amazing stories to tell. Some of them have really cool jobs. One guy even works for Google, so our ride home was on a Google bus. Mission Cycling Club is probably the best sponsored club I've ever seen. They're sponsored by the restaurants Delfina, La Conda, Monk's Kettle, Mission Workshop, and these sponsors were giving out prizes. My friend Dana, he won a Mission Workshop backpack. This is like $300. And I won a jersey. It was red. It said Mission Cycling, La Conda Restaurant. I love La Conda Restaurant. Such good food. I'm going to wear this jersey with pride. Although I was really hoping for the $100 gift certificate to Delfina, because that's just amazing food. Well, I think that just about covers it. Riding our bikes from San Francisco, California to Santa Cruz, California with the Mission Cycling Club. If you like this episode, please subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere. So until the next time, I have to see you out there on the road.